Greetings, badasses. How are you today? I am experimenting with sound. With sound. With sound. So I have my little microphone that I used the last time. I had it clipped to my chest, and I don't think that served anybody because all you were doing was listening to me swallow and breathe. So, good news, the microphone works. Um, let's see. Hitch, it works really well. There's also a little cat thing that I might experiment with next time around. What I'm going to do today is hopefully I'm going to set it on the edge of the mat, and maybe you will get an opportunity. It'll be a clearer sound. I just feel like I'm very tinny when I'm using the microphone on the camera. I don't think I'm unclear. I don't think I'm not loud. That's not. Who am I kidding? That's never been my problem. I just think that it would behoove us all to be a little. I want to just test out some of the equipment. I'm knock on wood, touch wood. Getting a handle on the camera. My new computer, that was a gut punch, is coming tomorrow. So the beard and I will spend a few days getting that set up. And hopefully my workflow not only will be improved, but consistent. I don't know if anyway. My name is Juliet. This is the fucking yoga company, Yoga for the Rest of Us. This is Morning Groove Yoga. It will get better, I swear. The only, just, little problems. I told the beard today, remember, abundance. Remember abundance. I like that statement better than, hopefully this won't be a directionality problem. We'll see. I like that statement rather than, well, it's privilege too. We are privileged. But privilege is just such a hot button term, right? Everyone's throwing it around. All of the fucking neo-Nazis are using it as a weapon or using it in the wrong way, just like they are everything else. Just FYI, we're in it. We're struggling too. So I just reminded him that, hey, you know what? I am a part-time caregiver and yoga instructor and writer that, makes very little money. And he is a computer architect in a world in which, in a market in which tech is going down or up in flames, going down with the ship. I don't know. So he's feeling stress, and we're all feeling uncertain, and that's what I had to remind him this morning. We are all feeling uncertain and anxiety and upset, and we're all struggling. I guess if you have empathy and are a truly evolved human being, right, you're struggling. If you're here, you're definitely an evolved human being, and you're struggling. Okay, I'm on Morning Groove G only because it has one of my all-time favorite songs on it. And that's what I'm going to do, just to remind myself. It was a song that I loved. It's by the Oh Hellos. It's called Hello My Old Heart. I can't play it because I don't have the money for a music license, but that's okay. If I had the money for a music license, I would probably spend that money on something else, to be fair. But what I am doing today is wearing a sports bra, a yoga top. And I put it on this morning because it's hot as fuck. It's already about 85 degrees on the farm. It's very early for that to happen. We have another heat wave coming through northern Colorado. And I didn't want to put on a tight, full yoga top, right? and then I started feeling very uncomfortable about it because I am a middle-aged woman, probably carrying an extra 20 pounds, but you know what? The 20 pounds keeps these wrinkles from happening. Maybe not 20, maybe 15. There's an ideal number. I'm not going to say what it is because this number is bullshit. There's an ideal number I weigh when I have seen myself in photos and I think, oh, damn, you looked good, right? That's a great photo instead of looking cringy. And there was a recent offspring wedding a couple weeks ago. There were a lot of photos taken. And at the rehearsal dinner at the farm here, I wore a bandeau top and a pair of cargo pants because, again, it was 95 degrees. And I was running around and it was hot. And I will often wear pants on the farm because snakes. And, I'll post we have a 6-foot bull snake named Sean that I've seen a couple times now. Anyway, and make no mistake, bull snakes will bite you. They can bite you, and it does hurt. That happened to me as a child. Anyway, I digress, as always. I saw those pictures of my, Jack and Linda. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm going to text you. We got to get on the schedule. Oh, I should see what, I'm going to double check with you because I think there's a rocket launch. I'm talking to you like you can have a conversation with me. Shit. Okay, I'm going to text you. Anyway, Jack is a ridiculously talented photographer, and he, just a brilliant idea and a brilliant foresight, took a bunch of pictures. But I didn't take a single goddamn picture all weekend. I might have taken a couple, but I did. No pictures of the wedding, no pictures of the farm dinner. Like, it was just crazy. I was like, what were you? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, big family circus photo of all of our offspring and the extras. And, I did chin down, tits up. But this was on display right here. And this isn't even tan because I don't wear shorts. I don't wear tanks. I am covered up from head to toe. I'll post the other picture that the beard sent me. When I'm out working, I'm out working all day, and I do not want to get, sun. It's a lot. Like, you could forget. I'll post that picture. That's a good one to post. Anyway, so I'm light, for my summer color, and I'm feeling thick, but I'm so, I had this talk with myself this morning where I was like, ooh, maybe you should take that off and put on the top to cover this up. You know what? Fuck it. I am a healthy, middle-aged woman. This body of mine does what I asked it to do. It does, invariably, what I ask it to do. And it has been through the wars, baby. I've shattered a wrist in a car accident. I've had lacerations from car accident. I've shattered my ankle, taking out the trash. I had long haul COVID and almost died. I grew 3 entire complete human beings in this body. It's been through the wars. I'm going to respect it. And I'm going to respect the way it is right now because it's doing what I'm asked it to do, right? So this is how an average, day-to-day, middle-aged woman looks, right? No one has had to cut me out of the house. And the kicker, the throat punch, the worst of it, is that this is morbidly obese, according to that bullshit. BMI, don't even look at the BMI. Ignore it completely, right? We have so many other things to be concerned about, and this is not one of them. This is not one of them. So if your body is doing what you asked it to do, and it is always working hard for you, it is always working hard for you, right? I'm here. I'm reframing. I'm having this conversation with myself, And this is how I am, right? I was going to say something a little crude, but I won't. All right. So this is Morning Groove Yoga, and we are embracing ourselves. We are embracing our body. And I have talked for way too fucking long. Why is that longer than this? Oh, well, I can edit some of this out. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna. Comfortable seated position is whatever that looks like for you. Oh, here's the problem. I foresee a problem right now. I put this microphone on my bolster. Buckle up. But the bolster is in the yoga way. We'll see. Maybe there's something I can do. We'll see. I don't know. This is an experiment. I'm testing the waters. Pulling our attention and awareness from the external to the internal, taking a scan of the body, checking in, state and quality of the physical form. Comfortable seated position. Let's take a moment. Sorry. Staff pose. This is pretty accessible for most people. Now I'm sitting with just the edge of my sit bones on this blanket. And that helps rotate my pelvic cradle so that I'm not feeling strain in my low back or my hamstrings. I'm actually feeling a little tight in the back. I'm digging another trench. Funny story about that. But if this is uncomfortable for you, grab a pillow or a blanket, roll it up, and let your legs relax. That'll take some of that pressure off of the back of your low back. One leg out, one leg in. This is always a lovely position. Get a little adductor stretch here. Get a little hip flexor rotation mobility here. You control the power of this stretch by changing the angle of the leg. And if your knee is real high, I want you to grab a pillow, throw pillow, a rolled up hand towel, something to cushion that knee so you can relax that leg into the mat. Or if you're just determined to join me, pleasant seated pose. Not fucking yoga pose or lotus pose. This is not fucking lotus. This is pleasant seated pose. And both of my legs are on the mat. It's not crisscross applesauce. And you can see I'm tight in my left hip. I feel like that's always. It's a little higher than my right. If you want to join me here and your knees are way up high and you're leaning back and you're making faces with your face. I have had coffee. Grab a couple of pillows and help support those legs. Now, again, we're going to go back. We're going to pull our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking. Oh, it feels so good to be in this top. I don't have many left over from the spin days, but this one's really soft and comfortable. Sorry, I'm just enjoying it. Pull in that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your physical form. Checking in. Notice how you're feeling. Notice where you're going. How are you? What's going on with you? Pull in that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. And check in. Sarah R. Let us get something on the calendar that popped into my head. I'm going to text you. Let me make a note. Sorry, I've got to make a note. Pull in that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. And I want you to take a moment to clear out anything that might be dragging at your attention. Just like that was a moment where I was like, ooh, I got to do that. And if I don't make myself a note or write it down, I will forget. All those to-dos, all that other shit that's boiling around in your anxiety bucket, let's move all that stuff off to the side. We're going to hold a nice, clear, open field of thought for our practice so that we can create some silence for ourselves. And you know, if we can create some silence for ourselves at the front of our day, the beginning of our day, that will help us move through the day with less agitation and anxiety, right? There's so much to be outraged by, and I'm with you on that. The Beard and I are both having trouble sleeping. Last night it was like I wasn't quite asleep, and I looked over and he was doing something on his phone, so he wasn't asleep, and I said, you know, you should go to sleep. And he said, you go to sleep. So we're all in it. So I want you to take those buckets, right? Just pretend it's in a bucket. Move it off to the side. We will sort through that bucket later. We're going to let our emotions relax and give ourselves just this time. It's okay, right? To take time to re-energize and re-bolster. And then let's move that silence into our breath, paying attention to that natural intuitive rhythm. Now, traditionally in yoga, we breathe into and out of our noses, but some people might be struggling with that, whether you have allergies or you are recovering from something, or just breathing through your nose is irritating. I don't know. I had my nose broken, and so I have a deviated septum, and one side is easier to breathe through than the other. It happens. Unclench the teeth. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. And let's slowly invite that breath. Let's invite that breath. Let's flip-flop those words to increase the length of the inhale and work to match it to the exhale. This does not have to be the strongest, most powerful breath you've got. No Darth Vader breathing here ever. No Pit of Vipers breathing. We're just increasing the length of our breath and working to balance that rhythm. Wherever you are in the length and balance of that breath, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs, reaching down toward the mat. Let's sweep the arms, up to the ceiling. Nice big reach. And exhaling down. Coming on up, let's take lateral extension. I'm going to tilt to one side. Big open arms. And it's less about collapsing over the waistband and more about reaching up to the ceiling and being long through the torso. Inhaling up. And exhaling. Right there. One more time in both directions. Coming on up to take our first forward fold. So we're tracing fingers down, following with the chin, and I'm going to rest my body weight on my forearms. You can go knees, calves, ankles, block, or floor. I'm going to stick with here. I'll grab my block in a minute. So I'm going to go calves, tucking the chin. I'm feeling this in the hips. That's my primary tightness right now. Digging on the tractor is a lot like riding a horse all day. So it's adductor and glutes and hamstring tightness. Wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth. Try to relax your fingers. I don't know why, but my hands were tensing up there. And let's walk the hands back. Nice big stretch up toward the ceiling. Exhaling, releasing the hands down. Resting them up against the hips. Let's bow the chin forward. All right, do your best to drop your shoulders away from the ears. Shrug your fucking shoulders. Down. Tilting the ear to one side. And releasing the chin. Little rock and roll. I talk about this in the book, but a good exercise, we'll do it in a minute, to get become aware, to develop awareness about your shoulders. Just pausing for a moment. Had a little hitch in my lookaloo. A little twinge. Right there. Relaxing the chin forward, let's trace the fingertips around the front of the body and slowly stack cervical spine. If you're sitting in something other than staff position, let's change the placement of the legs. Kaboom. And then let's talk a little bit about shoulders. So there's a not a whole chapter, but there's quite a bit of time spent on the shoulders. Shrug them all the way up. Lift them all the way up to your ears. All the way up, as high as you can. Right? Now drop them as low as you can. Really engage the muscles and shrug them down. Squeeze them down, squeeze them down, squeeze them down. Let's do that one more time. Big lift of the shoulders. And then drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. And then relax a little bit. Now notice where your shoulders are resting, right? Do they feel a little high? Drop them a little low. And as you work through your day, or move through your day, every once in a while, just take a moment and do that exercise and then notice where they're relaxed. Because if you're still holding tension and anxiety, the first thing we do, right, is our shoulders start to creep up. I don't know why, but it does. It's probably linked to fight or flight, freeze, or fight or flight or freeze. There's another one. It's probably related to that, but take a deep inhale and let those shoulders relax. In fact, force them down, right? So that's what I'm going to invite you to do, to pay attention to those shoulders. We're going to work a little twisting today. Just because it's good we're going to work a little deep breathing, twisting. I have a little, my stomach's been upset. We're having a ozone alert. We're having a bad air day. That always fucks me up. So inhaling, stretching those arms up, and take a little twist. Thanks to COVID, I have severe asthma. That's real fun. And it definitely sucks. I know sometimes when I don't feel great when I first wake up, and I'll have to inhale. I should have inhaled. I have to check the air quality alerts because there's bad air quality. It's a combination of high heat and right. I don't even know what. It's ozone. It's bad for us. Not that anybody cares anymore. Woo! It leaked out. Sorry. I'm going to try and keep that off to the side. Let's inhale up and take a fold. It slipped out. Sorry. Little rock side to side. Coming on down. I'm going to stick with the calves. Relaxing my fingers. Wiggle the toes. Relax the feet. It's okay. I have stuff to do inside today too. We're having a heat wave, a poisonous heat wave. I do have to go put some water on shit. Walking the hands back. Nice big inhale up. Releasing the hands to the hips. Bow the chin forward. Oh, and taking a tilt of the ear over to one side. And tilt the chin down. Ooh. Oh, I got rid of that little cramp. Now I'm feeling it in my shoulders. So this is a perfect metaphor for my experience with my computers lately. Right? We work out some tension in one place, and then we notice that there's tension and tightness in a different place as we work through the chain. That's what happened. Fixed my camera issue, discovered that it was my computer. Trace the fingertips around the front of the body slowly. Unwind the spine, cervical spine. I'm moving hands and knees. I'm going to pad my knees with a blanket. Oh, tight hips. So much stabilizing on the tractor. It is definitely like riding a wild beast. It's not. I mean, it's not a wild beast. Same process. I'm going to put a block between my feet. And this is to change the rotation of my lower leg. If I just did this flow without this block, my toes would tuck in toward each other. That's tightness, right? That's internal rotational tightness. Is it internal rotational tightness or external tightness? I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those things. I want to open that space between my ankles and keep my legs in parallel so that I'm feeling this, it's hip work, right? Interestingly, I'm creating hip stretching because of the placement of my feet, the body. It's an amazing thing. Let's embrace it. It's an amazing thing. Even this part. Okay. Moving to hands and knees. 2 fist widths between those knees. Legs ideally are in parallel. Moving the heels of my hands from 90 degrees out a full palm's width. Length. Let's chakra Vikasana bow. Inhaling at center. Exhaling, tucking the chin, taking the forearms down. Little scoop of the belly. Drop back into the fold. Oh my goodness. I hope you can't hear the dogs. Inhaling forward. So the funny thing is I'm digging this trench. We're changing the drainage from the gutters, right? The downspouts. And the original, we didn't have gutters. This house didn't have gutters. It's not to code. I don't understand how that's not code, but that's what happened. Tuck the chin. And they have drainage issues because all of the rain was running down this super steep roof. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. And then down the house into the foundation. Let's what the fuck lean. So the first thing we did is install gutters. We paid to have those installed. Then we noticed that the downspouts were not far enough away from the house because of the grade of the yard, excuse me, is not correct, the grade around the house. After all that drainage issue, so I dug a bunch of trenches and we installed 15 feet each of drain pipe to the ends of the downspouts and put the water all out away from the house, about 15 or 20 feet away from the house. That was the second thing we did. That was the first thing I did with the tractor. Actually, it was the second thing I did with the tractor. Anyway, Angry Cat Tuck. The first thing I did was fill in a ridiculous attempt at a pond. Oh, flat back. Let's chakra Vikasana bow it. Tuck the chin down, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and draw back into the fold. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Now we're putting in a fence. We're putting in a dog park, essentially, for the dogs. What the fuck, lean. And the fence runs along the line of one of the drainage pipes. And that means that the fence posts are sitting in just saturated ground. The ground around the house is like concrete. It's just bentonite clay. Just fucking clay all the way down. Angry Cat Tuck. Inhaling to flat back. Take the arm up, left arm up, and just wrap it around the body. And I'm not even worried about the big twist right here. Just take it and tuck it around the shoulder and place the hand. Inhaling the right side up. And exhaling, just wrap it around to touch the shoulder. Sweep it up and place the hand. Inhaling to center, Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, draw back into the fold, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean? So I'm just moving the drainage pipe and we're creating a dry well. And I mean, granted, I'll do all this work and then next year we'll have a massive drought. So, that's how it is. You just have to accept it. We have had a normal rainfall this year. Even though the beard is like, what the fuck is all this rain? I'm like, last year was so dry, we forgot. Angry cat tuck. Inhaling a flat back. All right, left arm is going to reach up. Now we're going to exhale, go a little deeper in the twist, follow and look at the side wall with your head. Inhaling and reaching. Place the hand down. So we're inhaling, that was an exhale, sorry. Exhale into the twist to create more twisting from the belly button around. Inhale up. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Let's press into the feet. Come into flat back, flatten the toes. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, little scoop of the belly, drop back into the fold. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Make a fist with the thumb inside the fingers. Make a fist with the thumb outside the fingers. Inhaling. What the fuck, lean? Getting a foot cramp. Angry cat tuck. Flatten the back, reach up with the left arm, wrap it around. I'm definitely going to have to inhale. Ugh, you can hear it. I'm starting to cough. Tuck the toes, press back into the feet. Coming up through the hands, roll into the balls of the feet. Take the left leg and just stretch out straight behind us. I'm not quite in downward facing dog. I would say I'm more in a very high plank. Take the foot down, release the knees. Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, whew, release into the bow. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean? Just hanging out there a little bit longer. Angry cat tuck. Flat back. Left arm reaches up. We're going to roll it around. Lengthen. And now let's go to the other side. And taking this hand down, let's tuck the toes and take our stretch. Inhaling forward, let's roll up into the feet. Now I'm going to take that right foot straight out. Now I'm soft in the elbows. I'm shrugged up out of the shoulders. I'm scooped in the belly. We're going to glance forward and walk up. Taking our forward fold. So that means I'm grabbing a block. Soft in the knees. And easy forward fold. Now, remember I want to stack hips, knees, and heels, even though it feels like I'm extended more forward than maybe, I don't want you to lean back. I gotta clean up where am I? See, I have all kinds of things I can do inside today. Elbows to knees. Scoop the belly and unwind. I hate being inside in the summer. I hate it. Cactus squeeze. We're going to take a little twist. Just a little one. I hate being inside. Inhaling up to come down, forward folding chair. Come into the block. Taking forward fold. Elbows to knees. Unwind it. Nice big stretch up. Cactus squeeze. Inhaling up. Let's take a little deeper twist. So I'm going to let my body go a little further. Leading with my shoulder blade. Drawing through with the ribs to the belly button and then the hip. Inhaling up to come down, forward folding chair. All right, I'm going to add a twist here. Coming up to the arms, right leg bends, right knee. Twist up to the left. I'm relaxing my gaze. I'm not going to look up at my hand. I don't want to create any extra tension in my neck. Come on down and fold. Elbows to knees. Scoop the belly up. Nice big stretch. Cactus squeeze. Coming around to the left. Twist and do the other way. Inhaling up, forward folding chair. Come into the block, bending the left knee. I'm going to twist up to the right. I'm just keeping my gaze relaxed. Coming on down, releasing to the mat, forward fold. Elbows to knees, stretch it on up. Woo! Cactus squeeze. Exhaling. I will say it's kind of a weird thing to me. Not weird. How freaking strongly, forward folding chair, bad air can affect you. It's not surprising to me because your breath is what keeps you alive, right? The breath is what keeps us going. Come on out to the hands. Bend the right knee. Twist up. So anyway, take the fold. Plant the hands. We're going to step the left foot back and take that knee down. Worm the front foot forward. Little hip stretch here. Ekapada Ustrasana. I'm going to heel toe that right foot back around. We're going to come into our downward facing dog. So tuck those toes, roll up, step in a little bit. And now I'm going to take the left leg up and out. And now I'm twisting that leg around. So I'm just going to press the side of my foot out to the right. Lift that leg up. Step in, and let's walk forward for a forward fold. Elbows to knees. Unwind it to the ceiling. Cactus. Inhale up. And twist. Coming on up, forward folding chair. I'm going to come over to the block. Bend the left knee, twisting up toward the right. Coming on down, I'm going to take the fold. I'm going to step the right foot back. I'm lowering that knee to the mat. I'm going to worm the front foot forward and press into a hip. All right, heel toe the left foot out and around. We're going to tuck toes and step in. Now the right foot goes straight back. And I'm going to twist the right foot out and around. I'm just resting my foot to the outside of the mat. Stretching it out. All right, take a little deeper downward facing dog. Bring the knees down and Chakravarkasana bow it. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, drop back, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. So we're going to come down to the mat for some deeper twisting. Before we take a moment to clear our brains again. So I'm going to move my blanket. Now, I'm going to remind you, that when we twist, we move air through our digestive tract. So if you're burping and farting, that's perfectly okay. It's usually me. Someone's going to burp, someone's going to fart. It's yoga. There's a whole section about farting and detoxing in the book. The fucking yoga book. Because detoxing is bullshit. And I'll tell you what, I just saw a thing, I don't remember where, it was like, relaxation and full body detox. Detoxing your body is bullshit. Your liver detoxes your body. You know how you detox your body? Don't put toxins in it. Sorry. I'm just so angry. I'm like the Hulk. The secret is I'm angry all the time. All right. I'm going to start on the back. A little rock side to side. Roll those shoulders forward. I am going to be using my strap in a minute, so go ahead and grab a prop if you have one. All right. Cactus squeeze. We're going to go halfway twisting first. So inhaling at center, and I'm going to go 45 degrees. Squeeze the knees together. And inhale, unwind. And now we're going to go to the other side. Oh, my low back's so sore. So 45 degrees. We're just controlling this twist with our core. And do your best to keep your triceps engaged with the floor. So press those shoulder blades down, right? We want to keep these twists strong. Strong twisting today. All right, one more time at 45 degrees. And now we're going to go full twist, inhaling, and we're going to go as far over toward the floor as we can. Scoop the belly, draw it up, and over to the other side. Twisting sometimes. Inhaling up. So I'm using the breath to hold this extra twist a little longer. Oh. All right, we're going to take a stay. So inhale up. Oh my. Are you feeling your low back? I'm feeling my low back. I'm feeling my glutes. I'm coming all the way over to one side. I want to anchor that opposite shoulder a little deeper toward the mat. I'm taking this opposite hand and holding over the top of the knee. And we're just going to breathe as best we can here. 4 deep, balanced breaths. There comes the first burp. All right, engage the core. Inhale up. We're going to do the same on the other side. Exhale. I'm going to go all the way down. Oh, opposite hand goes over the top of the knee. Now I want to take this opposite shoulder blade and really anchor it toward the floor. Unwinding. Oh my goodness, taking a squeeze of those knees toward the body. Oh. All right, we're going to take some asymmetrical Apanasana, and then we're going to add another twist here, torso twist, and then we're going to do an upper body twist. So left hand up over the left knee, fingertips pointing toward the floor. Scooch that right heel closer to the glute. Inhaling at center. Exhale, draw the knee up and in, push into the floor. Inhaling, unwind. Oh, feeling this all the way up my back. And one more time. And release. Let's switch. So I'm going to scooch that left heel close to the glute. Right knee comes up in my right hand, fingertips pointing toward the mat, or toward the toes. Inhaling. Exhaling, drawing up and in. Oh my goodness gracious. And unwind. All right. So we're going to go to the left first. So that left leg extends. Little rock side to side. I'm going to bring my right knee up. Cactus arm it. We're going to do the same thing, but we're only going to one side. So I'm going to inhale at center. And I'm going to go 45 degrees. Inhaling, unwind. Exhaling. I'm kind of lifting up and out to keep that knee at 45 degrees because the body wants to go a little deeper. So there's a little lift and extension of the leg out away from the body. One more time. 45 degrees. Inhaling, unwind. Exhaling. 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 45 degrees. Inhaling All right, now we're going to twist as far over to the floor as we can. Inhaling at center. Exhaling, just let that knee go down. I'm working my best to keep that shoulder blade pressed against the mat. The shoulder blade and the tricep. It's hard because, we're tight. Obliques, transverse abdominis, latissimus dorsi, and All right, now we're going to go all the way down and hold for the stay. So I'm going to drop this knee as far toward the floor as I can. Keep that left leg extended. I'm taking the opposite hand over that knee, and I'm going to hold here and breathe as best I can. And I'm going to work on dropping that opposite shoulder blade into the mat. And unwinding. Oh, lift the hips. Oh, I'm feeling that right up the side of my lumbar structure. Whew. All right, right leg extends. Left leg comes up and floats. We're going to go that half twist, okay? Inhaling at center. I'm going to lengthen out and up. Inhaling, unwind. So I'm twisting and going up and out. So it's a gentle twist, but it's also an activation of the core, the glute, is my quad working? No, my hamstring's working. Two more. And I'm feeling it right here. Those are insertion points for the quads, for the hamstring, for the, All right, now we're going to go full on, dropping that knee over as far as we can. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I think some tennis ball work is required. We haven't done a tennis ball workshop in a while. I haven't done a foam roller workshop. I'll get one up. Those are extra. I'll put them in the store. There's a few in there right now. Maybe we'll do there's a couple. I can't remember the names of them. One's a whole body. Oh, hell, those hips. And there's definitely a hip one, but we'll do a little more glute work maybe. And unwind. Okay, now we're taking our stay. Inhaling at center. Taking that knee as far over as we can, right? I'm going to take my opposite hand over the top of that knee and work on lowering this opposite shoulder blade as close to the mat as I can. This is definitely tighter on this side than it was on the other side. Unwinding it. Lift the hips. Let's work our Apanasana. Fingertips over the tops of the knees. Inhaling at center. Exhaling. Lift the tailbone slightly. Owie, 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 owie. It's not really pain. It's just, wow. Tight. Tight, tight, tight. And one more time. Take a little sway side to side. All right. We are going to work into a brief Shavasana. So we don't take as long a Shavasana in morning energy yoga as we normally do because, right, we're trying to keep the energy up. My goal is to get off this mat and work through my day. I don't know what that's going to look like now. I've just gotten 2 air quality alerts on my phone. So it's going to look a little more. I'm going to have to shift gears. And I'm not going to finish my trench maybe until Wednesday. I'm sorry, my brain just absolutely stopped, which is actually not a bad place to be in the beginning of Shavasana. Where do you want to be in Shavasana? There we go. Legs extended, arms at your sides, palms up is traditional, right? This is the traditional pose, corpse pose. If that's uncomfortable for you, tuck a pillow underneath your knees, right? Roll a beach towel underneath just your neck. Bring your feet to the floor, knees to the ceiling. You could go into a cactus position. You could, if you're gestating a human being, when you're creating a fucking human being, fully and completely by your own autonomous will, and you have access to reproductive rights and care, lay on your side, grab that body bolster, grab a couple of pillows if you don't have a body bolster. Tuck it between your knees, wrap your arm around it, support your head. I do not remember which side you're supposed to lay on. I think it's your left, but my baby is 27. It's going to be 28 this year. No, is that right? Or he's going to be 27 this year. I'll have to do some math. He's going to be 27 this year. He's 26. All right, pulling that attention awareness. I'm glad we cleared that up. From the external to the internal. Take a scan of the body and check in. No, we're going to go right into our forehead. I want you to pay attention to the face and all of those tiny little muscles and nerve endings around the eyes. Unclench the jaw, let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. I want you to notice. Give me a little shake of the head. Shrug the shoulders a little bit. Shake the arms out. Wiggle and roll the wrists. Wiggle the fingers. That's what I meant. And then let the upper body relax into the mat. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of the spine. Start with the base of the neck. And then imagine traveling one vertebra at a time down through the back and the torso, between the shoulder blades, the ribs, into the hips and into the tailbone. Tilt the hips up and then relax the torso into the mat or toward the mat. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your lower body. Think about the quads and the hamstrings. Think about the back of the knees. Flex the feet. Tense up those calves. Wiggle the toes. And then relax the lower body toward the floor. Pull that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. Now, if there's anything dragging or trying to get your attention, pulling a Horseshack, slide it all off to the side. Give yourself these few minutes, I think 3 minutes, to breathe silently and to be just in the space without thinking about. This is what I tell myself. For 3 minutes, there's nothing to do, nowhere to go, no decisions to be made. And anchor that silence of thought into the path of your breath. Pulling that attention and awareness out into the body. Let's take some deep inhales, deep exhales. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, roll the wrists, roll the ankles. I'm going to stretch my arms out to the side and then reach them into my favorite shape, which is a wine glass. Bring the knee up, give it a squeeze. Bring the other knee up, give it a squeeze, and take some rocking side to side. Rolling from one hip across the back to the other. We're going to rock all the way over to one side. Pulling your upper body off the mat first. Coming back up into comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Might be different. I'm swapping legs. Oh yeah, feel my hips. Look at my hips now. Woo! Excuse me, more burping. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your physical form. Still a little tight in the hips. Still a little tight up here in my obliques. That's all right. Feeling pretty damn good. Just taking a scan, noticing where you're at. Moving that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your breathing. And remember, this is a good day to remember, at least for me, that your breath is really what serves you, right? It's what keeps you alive. If you don't breathe, you're dead, right? You can go a little while without food, you can go a little while without water. You have to breathe. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. Now is the time for you to do a little organization, a little prioritizing. Let's pull that attention and awareness. Let's release practice, blinking our eyes open, and take a moment to honor our bodies for doing what we asked it to do. All the hard work it does to get us from one end of the week to the other, and really offer empathy for the things it's struggling with. And then I want you to remind, this is... Every religion in the world, every organized religion in the world has this concept. It's the golden rule. And Christians have forgotten it. Not all Christians, right? There are people out there who are doing the good work and fighting the good fight. But from the Jewish faith to Hindus to Islam to Christianity, they all have this thing in common. And is the concept of, I would love for you, for others, what I would love for myself. I wish for you what I wish for myself. And I want you, it's so important because it covers it all, right? I would wish for you not to be hungry because I myself would not like to be hungry. I would wish for you not to be in danger because I don't want to be in danger. I would wish for you health. Because I wish for that for myself, and happiness, right? I would not wish for anyone to be interned in a concentration camp. And that's what's happening in this country. I do not want to be interned in a concentration camp, right? I wish for myself wealth. Of course I do. And then by that nature, by that balance, I must wish it for you all. And so we're so far away from that right now, and we are in danger, people. everyone in this country is in danger. And it is the beauty of really humanity. It is the beautiful thing. It is the opportunity and the potential to wish for others those things that we would love for ourselves. It doesn't it doesn't matter how, right? It doesn't matter what form that takes. Maybe it doesn't, happiness is different for everybody. I don't need you to follow my beliefs. I don't need you to follow my religion. Well, I do. I'm asking you to follow what I believe, but it doesn't. We are so far away from that concept, and it's all about power and wealth and fear. It's all about the fear of there not being enough. And if we would all just remember that, I wish for others what I would wish for myself. Oh gosh. Please, I'm begging you, contact your representatives. Lauerbacher, is that her name? For me, I'm sort of locked into being a caregiver, and I live far away from people, and so I'm doing what I can. Find those ways that you can help. Right? Wish for your brothers. Do for your brothers what you would wish someone would do for you. And that is, even if it's in the grocery store and you're come on, people. We have so much in this country. We have so much, and we're the privilege. The lack of understanding. Anyway, that's my spiel for the day. That's my rant. Thank you so much for supporting the fucking yoga company. I really, truly appreciate it. Grace and kindness, bitches. That's what it is. Grace and kindness. Ciao.